Hi, this is Charlie giving you Friday's live trading video. I hope you're very well. Been chatting away with the traders for the best part of the last hour, but I'd started an intro to this, but thought I'd start it again. Anyway, apologies for not being around last week, and I'm not around next Friday either because I'm away on skiing holiday this week. We go at the weekend. But last week I was over in Bangladesh. It was a great trip, a lovely, colourful city, vibrant, buzzing with activity. Just got everybody seems to be doing something, even if they're selling a few pieces of fruit off a plate on the side of the road. Everyone's busy, and it was just very vibrant. I really loved it, and very friendly, warm people as well. I was surprised to see so many police with guns out there because didn't feel like a dangerous place at all. Maybe it's just that they have lots of people that they need to give jobs to because it was just a very colourful place to go to. So I would love to go back. Anyway, oh yeah, and the one thing I must say is that I was asked at this conference out there, probably the most offbeat sort of question ever. I've never been asked a question like this before on a trading from a trader. I was doing a Q&A towards the end of the day, and this individual stood up and asked what my blood type was. So that was new, never been asked what my blood type was before. I laughed because I thought it was a joke, and then realised that he wasn't joking, and some of the other people in the audience were laughing. But I was so taken aback I never got round to asking him why he was asking the question. So I'm now perplexed. I've got this feeling that wonder why he wanted to know that. So maybe some of you know, and if you do, then put the answers on a postcard, put it onto the blog, and let me know. So I'm sure there's a reason why. Okay, so yeah, we're looking through these markets. Like I said, it's about 8:30 now. Haven't taken a trade yet. I'm in positions, as you know. I'm in positions on the euro and on positions on the S&P, and the euro's having a little bit of a run here this morning, but I haven't done anything with it because I'm already in these positions. I'll show you the account, so I don't mind showing you now. So the euro's doing all right, and I've got other positions over here which are doing all right. Well, doing really well actually, doing really well. I shouldn't say doing all right. They're doing all right. They're doing really well. I do think that although the euro's up here this morning, anything could change. It's non-farm payrolls day, and the euro could plummet later on today. So I'm well aware of that. You'll know if the euro carries on going up, then you know that my positions will carry on doing well. If the euro comes down, my average price on these positions is at 105.20, so basically a bit below yesterday's lows actually. My stop was down at 105, so if the euro comes smashing down today, then I'll take about a 20 pip loss on it. Okay, but yeah, it'll be giving back all of that profit. But that's what you have to do when you're trading. You hear people say, don't give back a profit, and well, that's not entirely true, because if you just banked your profits all the time through fear of giving it back, then or trailed your stops too aggressively, then all you would be doing is constantly giving back your profits. And so you have to give trades room to breathe, so to speak, and sometimes that means that being in a nice profitable position and only to see it come all the way back down and stop you out. So that does happen. Anyway, I'm going to press pause because I've not got anything particularly at this stage. Euro's had a nice little run. It's just hit yesterday's highs. So if I come out to an hourly chart here, you'll see that it's just come straight up into yesterday's high here. So I'm still, I'm very, it's non-farm payroll day. I think it's a big one today, and I'm very skeptical as to what the euro might want to do this early on. What I'm actually watching though is the pound dollar. The pound dollar's in a bit of a horrible flat range. Look at this mess. But we have got some manufacturing figures out at 9:30, so that one we might just be able to get a little flurry out of. So as from a day trading perspective, I'm sitting here biding my time waiting for the pound dollar, and if the pound dollar has a run to the upside this morning, I will get on that. So I shall, now I say I'll get on it. The only thing is if it starts having a run ahead of the news. I would like to wait until the news is out before I take any action on that. So anyway, we shall come back to this soon. Right, one of my traders in the trading room has just given me a good idea on the pound because I was saying, listen, we can't trade it until the news. Um, Now, I do have a position from yesterday, a small position on cable from yesterday, but it's just a half lot, more of a swing that one. But yeah, we've got some momentum lined up at the moment. So what we'll do is we're going to buy this. We just put one unit in now, so it's only a quarter size position. So I've just gone long 69 quarter size position, right at these highs. Don't care. I'm just going to pop a stop down here, down towards the low end of the range. Not even going to pop it down at the lows. I'm going to pop it down at 55 because it should want to go. If it comes back down that far, then I'm not interested. So what I've done is I've just put that quarter size position in at the moment, and the idea is we dip our toe in the water because if the euro if the pound just starts flying or starts moving here, then and we're waiting till 9:30. Sometimes that happens. Then all that happens is that you miss out on the entire move because it's too late. So whereas what I've said is, well, if I pop a stop down here, if it starts drifting down towards, and we're getting close to 9:30, I'll have to just cut the position. Even if it then shoots back up again, we'll have to cut the position because if it's come back into this sort of zone and then shoots down, then it could end up with slippage. So what we'll do is put a stop at 55. So it's below my bands and everything here on the 5 minute chart. And but if it carries on going up, at least we're in with a position. And then hopefully we can add to it. If it doesn't, then we can cut it ahead of the news, and then we can then always reassess on the news. So I'm just going to get this stop loss in place. So let's get the stop in. So 121.55. So it's about a 14 pip stop, but only with a small position there. So we shall see. So it needs to turn up. So it's got a bit of momentum across the board, and we'll see if it can go. As far as targets are concerned, I've got a target up in the 121.90 odd area, which is corresponds, fun enough, with towards yesterday's highs, a little bit below yesterday's highs, I think it'll be, but that's up in the 90s. So it's about 20 pips from that first entry that I've just got in. So it's not a huge one at this stage, not for the intraday. So we'll press pause for now. Okay, right. So I'm still in this position here. It ran up a little bit, and then I've been chatting here with the traders. We've been doing our Friday confessions. The news is about to come out, but because it's only a quarter size position, we're going to hold it. We've decided collectively it's only a quarter size position, so even if I suffer some slippage, it's not the end of the world. So let's just see what happens on the news here. So there we go. So it's not, even if it comes down now, there's not going to be any major slippage there anyway. So we're free. Okay. I didn't know if we were going to have to let it go, and if we had to let it go, I might have to sing a song from that cartoon, which I was singing to the guys in the trading room this morning, but I'm tempted to sing to you, but no, probably best not. Okay, so at the moment we're just playing this waiting game on cable. Now, what happens if cable just starts consolidating here for the rest of the morning? Well, I suspect if it consolidates for the rest of the morning, I'll probably at some point get stopped out on this. But we're targeting the 121.90 odd area. So we just got to play a waiting game. Is it worth adding to? Not at this stage, no. Could it be worth adding to if it started to break out? Yes, but we need to wait for that first of all. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll see how this gets on. Okay, right. What I'm going to do here, guys, we're moving up, so I'm going to put the second position in now. Just buying here on the breakout. It's a bit lazy, I know. I could probably get a better entry and all that, but I'm going to move the stop up on the original position down here, and on the new position down to here. So I'm still going to lose if it comes down. But it's only a half lot trade. A half position size trade. But that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to move the stop up. So it's to 61 there. So on the first position, I've now only got an 8 pip stop, and on this second entry, I've just gone in at 75. It's a 14 pip stop. Okay, I'm doing it off screen, but actually just bring it up. So 121.61, 121.61. Okay, so we've got two positions in now. Let's actually bring them up. So here's the positions. Where are we? Cable. I've got three positions in cable. Forget this first one that was entered yesterday. So here's the two positions. Can you see all this? We got in at 69 and at 75. This was from yesterday. This half lot position was from yesterday. So 69 and at 75. So both the stops are at 61 now. So we just see what happens. It's not going to be a big loss if it doesn't work out. I'm banking on it obviously carrying on breaking higher. Can it actually do that in the space of this morning? Yeah, I think it can, but I think it could still take some time. In light of the fact that we are starting to head into that mid-morning time period, and so it could still take some time. So it's not a big risk this morning, but we've got non-farm payrolls later, so we want to trade responsibly going into non-farm payrolls, and we want to trade responsibly during and after non-farm payrolls. But non-farm payrolls is going to be the big one. I'm going to be around during that. I'm doing some filming later today. I'm going to tell the guys in the trading room about that in a minute. Because I might be on the One show next week, the BBC One show. So the filmers, the director and the cameramen are coming over this afternoon, I believe. So I'll let you know more about that as and when. But I'll be around, so may well be trading this afternoon after the non-farm payrolls, not during. So usually wait for the non-farm payrolls figures to all come out, see how the markets react, and then we see. Now, one thing to bear in mind with non-farm payrolls, what happens a lot is you get these. Let's bring the pen up. You get these like spinning top candles, so the market might fly in one direction, then it comes all the way back down and flies in the other. That does happen, so just beware of that, and I have to be aware of that as well. Anyway, I'll press pause for now. Okay, I've been chatting with the guys in the trading room here, and what we're going to do is on this pound dollar. Actually, I'm going to bring up the charts. I'll press pause and get the charts up. Hold on a second. Okay, right. So I've just brought the other charts up so you can see a little bit more. So this is what we've been watching here on the pound. This potential to run up to this green line here, which is my hourly 100. It comes in quite nicely with these prior highs from yesterday. That's what these purple lines dictate on my charts. They show me where the prior day's highs are and the prior day's lows are. Always a good levels to work towards. Anyway, so I've been talking to the guys here, and that's the target, but I do see the potential today for the pound to have maybe a bit of a run up to this 4-hour 50, maybe on the back of the news on non-farm payroll. Maybe it shoots up there then shoots back down. So in fact, consider it's only two lots here in total. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put two limit orders in. One to take profit at about 90, because I'm heading out at about 11:30. So I'm just going to have to press pause on the recording, and at that point, because I don't know if we're going to get up to this area, before I have to go on this conference call. So if we're going to put limit orders in, so that's what we're going to do. So let's bring it up. Okay. So where are we? Right, okay, so here we go. So we're going to put limit orders against these two units. So we're going to put one limit order in at 121.90, which is just a bit below where that hourly 100 is now. But we're also going to put a limit order up, so it's at 94 right now. Then we're going to actually hold a position through non-farm payrolls. It's only a quarter size position, so if it comes thundering down and gets stopped out and a bit of slippage, so be it. It's only a quarter size position anyway. The 4-hour chart, we've got this 4-hour 50. It's currently at 48. That's moving down at about 6 pips every 4 hours. So I'll put a limit order down at 122.40. And so let's do that. 122.40. 36 is 42. There we go. I'll put it in at 39. Why 39? Just in case it does an air kiss. So okay, so at 39. So there we go. So I've got the two limit orders in there now at those levels. Now, yes, it's non-farm payrolls, and you could argue, oh, well, the market could go anywhere. Yes, it can, but because of the size of the positions, I'll hold on to that position. What happens if we haven't hit the 100 prior to the non-farm payrolls coming out. If so, I've then got two positions still in. I will cut one of them. So I will cut one of the positions if we haven't hit that first target prior to non-farm payrolls. Okie dokie, that's probably about it on the video for now, because there's nothing more to really say at this stage. Unless this cable comes all the way down and stops me out, then I'll leave you alone for now, and we'll just come back at some point after non-farm payrolls. Okay, just back, and I have been stopped out. Look, you can see cable came down here to 121.60. So I have just been stopped out, and it's just done a bounce. So, but it's always the risk on non-farm payroll day. You're trying to get into a directional trade, and the markets end up just chopping around. So it was having a nice little run. So let's have a look at it. I haven't even looked at the P&L on it. Okay, £200 loss on that one. So nothing too great on there. So we shall see what this afternoon brings. So I'll press pause for now, and we'll come back to this after non-farm payrolls. Okay, looks like the euro's going. So let's see if we can add to this euro position, if I can get a ticket. I've literally just walked to my office. Don't know if I'm going to get this all done in time, but I'm going to give this a go. Long euro dollar 26, and I'm going to put a stop down at 95 at the low. So we'll see if this thing's going to retrace, then I'll get stopped out. Simple as that. So I've got in at 26, and so I'm going to get a stop in. Just going to get that sorted out here at we'll call it 106. Just doing that off screen. So it's gone long here. Euro's bank going up. It's what I was looking for on this market anyway. Just a case of whether it can follow through or whether it's going to just do a complete retracement. So I am literally, I haven't even got all of the momentum lined up, but it's just where I want to be, is on this side of the euro dollar. As it's come up, I want to see if we're going to get a breakthrough. Now, the only thing I'd say is it's getting very, very overbought on the daily charts. So I don't know how much further it's actually, when I look at it like this, how much further it might have to go, but doesn't mean to say it can get more overbought. So we shall see. So I've come into here, it's 133 or so at the moment, and so it's just a case of seeing if we get some follow through. So I've got long at 26. As far as I'm concerned, target wise, well, I'm not too fast. I would like to see a breakout of last week's highs. We're just coming into the 200 at 36. That's 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart at 36. So we can come into there, and I'll take 10 pips. Doesn't feel like a lot though, does it? So because long side is where I want to be anyway. So I might just leave this position as a continued part of my other positions that I'm in. So I may just do that, but. Anyway, it's got that 200. If I can get some more units in here, then we've got the potential to then still get up to the 200 at 36. It just did an air kiss, so it hasn't quite got to it yet. So that's what I'm watching. I'm watching cable off screen as well, because cable's starting to come back up. So is it possible that I can get in on the long side of the pound dollar as well? Do I need to? I don't know if I do need to. I've still got a unit open on the pound, haven't I? Yes. So I won't worry about the pound for now. It's the euro that I'm more interested in. So for now, I don't have all the momentum lined up on the euro. I'm literally going in there on this because I just walked in and just seen that the market's going up, or the euro's going up. So for now, I'm just going to see if I can, if this can follow through. If it's not, and it does a complete about turn, which so often happens on non-farm payrolls, then so be it. But for now, I want to be long. So I'm just watching this. We have got, I see, just about 10 seconds ago to go to the close of this bar, and I'm going to just, I want to be long. Might as well be. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll happily take the loss, so to speak, if that's the case. Right, long here again. Second unit, just got the second unit in there at 17, so that's better. So I've got 2 units in now, and I'm just going to put the stop at 06. I'm just doing here. So I've got 2 units in at 17 and at 26, and I'm looking for, now I've got a better unit in, I can actually bank one of the profits off when we get up to the 4 hourly 200, which is up at 36. So I'm waiting to see if we can get up to 36, and so we've sold off a bit here on the 5-minute chart, and maybe that's it, and it's not going to do much more. I've been waiting all week to see how we were going to close here on the euro dollar, and maybe it still rolls all the way over yet, but we shall see. So if we can get up to, let's see if I can get a limit order in anyway. So let's get that limit order in off screen. I've literally just walked in. I've been out. I'm about to go out again in a minute. But I've literally came in, got sorted out, and had a call, and then now I've got to go out again. So let's have a look. 106.36, and I'll put it in at 36. I might as well look for that level. And so I've put the limit order in there at 36 on the euro dollar. Like I keep saying though, I know there's the potential for it to roll over. I'm looking at an hourly chart, and it's got that potential because of, if I go to an hourly chart, even on telecharts here, we've got, let's just see if I can put a, oh, sorry, you can't see all this screen, can you? My apologies. See if that's any better. Oops, now let's get rid of the pen. My apologies. Right, there we go. So that's the hourly chart now. Sorry, I was projecting, I had the screen wider when I was talking to the guys in the trading room earlier on, and I've forgotten about turn that off. So so now we'll put the pen on, and we can see we've got quite a nice trend line going up under all of this, and that's, it's begging to be broken. But sometimes they don't, and so I'm just waiting to see if okay, can this, let's go back to put it back to a 5-minute chart and see whether this can break up. If it doesn't, I'll just take a loss, and that'll be that. So let's just see. So now we just wait. Okay, I'll press pause for a minute. Okay, so it's coming up here, as you can see. So let's bring up the tickets. Let's see where it is. Right, okay, we'll see this disappear if it gets up to 36. So we're back up to 27 or so now. So this is the back end ticket. This is the one I got in at 17 on. So let's see if it can get up there, or whatever it's going to do. So, but I've got to shoot out. I've got BBC program coming in to do a quick bit of footage for the One Show, apparently, for next week. So I've got to go and pick up the director for that. So looks like I'm not going to be able to talk you through this live. So as it's sort of sitting around here, so we'll see. I'll come back to this a bit later. Right, okay, just back. So I have just banked out that those two elements of that trade here on this euro dollar after this non-farm payrolls here on Friday. So here's the two trades. So we got in at 26 and 17 and exited actually at 36 and at 40.9. So I've banked out both of those. Right, now I need to do a review of the whole lot. So I'm now sitting at, with the original positions still in play currently here on the euro dollar, sitting up £6,100 on the euro dollar, negative £127 on the pound for the day, but it's nothing too major, and then up £1,200 on the S&P. So £7,000. This is over a week though. It's not all today, so that's over a week. But nevertheless, still a good week on that account. So anyway, I shall leave that with you. Have a great weekend. I'm off skiing this week, so next week. So no live trading next week. I'll be back in 2 weeks' time.